stating why, because that's what's going to get you in a whole lot of BS and a whole lot of trouble that you don't even know how you got into. Okay? Keep your fingers out the cookie pot. Alright? Worry about what you're supposed to be doing and when you're supposed to be doing it. And stop thinking about what you don't want. Stop thinking about what you don't want, what's already happened, how it happened, why it happened, who was involved. Like, no one cares. Focus on what you do want. That has been my whole focus the last 2 weeks. What is it that I want? And I get distracted. Oh, definitely I've been distracted. But I had to tell myself, like, I want this, I want that. And then when I think about the thing that I want, I imagine it happening, and then I just move on. Get a whole new thought. Girl, it's a million things that I want a day, okay? And I mean, from blushes to lipsticks to trips to people in my life to changes in my body to changes in my mind, I can just keep going. There is more things to think about that are good than are negative. So.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Monika the Diva. Hello to my men and my divas. It's your girl, Monika the Diva, and I'm back. Girl, I've been having, like, my eyes have been bothering me because of my allergies. Like, anytime anything touches my eyes, mascara, eyeshadow, it doesn't matter what it is, it's just burning and itching. But this is the makeup look I did. I prayed before I did this look. I take no credit whatsoever, and it is so beautiful. It's like natural, but then it's got a little bit of flair. It's everything I've been looking for, you guys. It is so gorgeous. I'm going to bring you closer. And on my eyes, you can see it's kind of like sparkly. It's a pinkish color. I'm loving everything about it. I used a lot of color. Well, I used one color. Spectre from this Urban Decay Moondust palette. And I used that 24/7 shadow stick from Urban Decay in Sin. I went over it with Trick. Yeah, Trick from the Naked 3. That's for the base. And then I just patted that color right over the top. And in my crease, I use things like, oh Lord, what is this? Texture from MAC. I used a little bit of this Bobbi Brown Toast. And then I also used a color from the Urban Decay, I think it's Dark Horse, Urban Decay Naked palette. This on my lips is a combination. It is actually MAC's Velvet Teddy and Kat Von D's Lolita. And I use the Rosewood Prestige Lip Liner. On my cheeks, that is Tarte's Exposed. And then I just put a little bit of the banana powder. And I did a little highlight, you know, with the concealer, and then topped that with banana powder. I don't have a highlight. My highlight is actually just this blush. It's this side of the blush. This is a limited edition from MAC. It's called Simmer. That's it. This is the look. Minus the lashes. These lashes are a little bit heavy, even though they are really beautiful and they really give the look flair. Everything goes up, you know. I like that, but I think these are, maybe they're just too close to my lash line. That's what's irritating me. I don't know. But this is the look. So let's switch back, because now I feel like y'all are hella close. Y'all see my vision board? Okay, let's get you back. Girl, what is going on? Okay, girl. So, Aren't you loving it? Ain't it cute though? I think it's bomb.com. I'm going to change this, flip it up inside, and then I'm going to keep the one there. That's it. I think I'm just going to wear my dangle earrings into, like in my second haul, I'll just wear some diamond studs and be done. Nothing up at the top. You know, I have ones up there. That's it. Today, I want to talk to y'all about God, really. Because I have been down, like so down. And I really didn't know. I didn't know how to pull myself out of it at first. See, there's a lot of stuff going on with the planning, you know, of the reception. And somebody very important to me said that they were not going to come. And I don't want to like give any names or whatever, but basically you have one. To be more specific, Nancy, you have one. And y'all talk every day. You get where I'm going with this? And so that hurt me very badly because I don't know if either one of my parents is going to be there. That kind of let the cat out the bag or whatever. I don't know if either one of my parents are going to be present because of just different reasons. But this person, it was a choice. And it really, really messed with me. It messed with last week's videos and the week before. So I'm trying not to let it affect this week. I want to get some videos out for you guys. I want to try to get back in the groove of things, but I was just down, okay? Just down. Because everything was fine, I felt, between me and this person. And it just came out the blue and really shocked me. And I didn't know how to not be so mad. You know what I'm saying? I got pissed, really upset. And I didn't know how to forgive. Because the way I was brought up, there's only really two emotions. And that's happiness or anger. You know, there's really nothing in between. I didn't get a lot of affection and things like that when I was a kid. So I have a hard time processing through and telling people my real true emotions. I don't like to be vulnerable. Does that make sense? So I had to be honest and tell this person that how I was truly feeling. And that in itself was a challenge. And then to get the reaction and the response that I got, like my emotions are wrong and there's nothing that can be done to change how things are. I don't know. I was just shocked. I know my emotions are not wrong. You know, I feel the way I feel because God gave me feelings for a reason and they stand for something. But I'm not going to say that that did not make me doubt myself, because it did. You know, this is coming from a person that I look at very highly. And I think that that is the reason, I know that is the reason why this is happening. Because God has to change the order of things in my life. Okay, so like I can't look at people in such high regard. I have to go to Him and look at Him that way. He's changing how I show love and how I receive love from other people to reposition Himself at the top. Okay, so I'm okay with that. But what I wasn't okay with was, I was like, I'm afraid, God, because if I don't get this anger out of my heart, if I don't find a way to forgive, then I can't get into the gate. You know what I mean? And I'm really upset right now. I had to be, like, I can be fully honest with him. And I was like, I'm really upset right now, and I just don't think I can do it. I don't think I can forgive, because I don't understand how everything is just wonderful and going okay. And this person is like, I feel like we're going back to a steady relationship. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was healthy and it was balanced. And this just, the bottom just fell out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I trust that the relationship is going to be consistent in the future? How do I trust that what they're saying to me is honest? How can I rely on this person anymore? And that's so hard when you don't have family. It's really hard when you don't have two consistent people. Actually, three, because I had a mother, a father, and a brother. And none of those people are consistent in my life. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust them to be there when I need them to be there. It's like they are there in their own ways, but it wasn't the way that I needed. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't what I felt that I wanted or what I needed. So I have had a lot of trouble with that in my life. Like, just accepting things for what they are, you know, because you feel like I don't know, I just felt like I'm linked to you for a reason, for protection, for guidance, for affection. I'm supposed to know what to do and how to do it. And when I need you to show up and show out, you're gone. Does that make sense? I mean, I just want you guys to understand where I was coming from, mentally and emotionally. And it sent a signal to me that I was going to have these types of troubles in this relationship for the rest of my life. And that when I have children, they're going to face that. Throughout the rest of my marriage, my husband and I, are going to face that. And it's already enough imbalance, you know what I'm saying, in the world, let alone in the rest of the family. And this is my starting point. This is supposed to be my rock, you know what I mean? The one thing I can always rely on. And it's sitting on shaky ground. This rock, to me, is basically, imagine it in the middle of a waterfall, and I'm trying to stand on top of this rock in the middle of a waterfall. It's just like impossible. Because you don't know when a rock's going to resurface and when it's not. And I'm not saying that people are in and out of my life, but I am saying the emotional and mental support was definitely inconsistent and unreliable. Okay, there are different ways that people will show up for me. But in all three of these people, that is the one thing that is the same. And that was huge for me. Because as a person growing up, that's what I felt that I needed the most. There are other things that obviously you need as a person. You have to eat, you have to sleep, you have to go to school. Like, there are laws for things like that. Like, I'm not denying any of that. But those are things that are supposed to be given to you. They're just supposed to be there. But then there are those things that are invisible that people tend to forget about. And that's the stuff that I'm still lacking of today. Those are the things I'm trying to fix within myself. When I say I have low self-confidence and low self-esteem, it stems from these types of issues. You know what I'm saying? The inconsistency, the not being reliable, the even being afraid to just speak how I really feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to get told it's wrong, or I might get told I'm stupid, or just really not lack of positivity. I am a negative person. There you go. So I have been talking to God, reading my Bible, going to church, meditating, praying, fasting, you know, doing a prayer journal, whatever I could do to remove this, you know what I'm saying? Because from this, I mean, basically from the day I was born, it's just me and God. But now he has let me fully know there is no one on this earth that you can rely on, that you can trust and believe is going to be there. And that is fucked up for me to grasp, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be honest. It's very hard. I don't like it, but it's the reality. It's the reality. And I can be happy. I have to be happy in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And focus on who's in front of me at that time and why they're there. And I can be grateful for people, but I cannot and will never go in my heart again and say, oh, I know that until the day I die, until that person dies, they're on my team, rocking with me to the end. No. No. That's only God and me. I used to imagine my life like this, y'all. Seriously, this is my image of my life. You ever watch, like, people running track? Okay, well, imagine, like, the Olympics, and they're about to start running track, and they shoot the gun off. I take off running, okay? There's all these people in the stands. I used to see, like, my parents and certain figures in my life on the track running behind me or running in front of me or running on the side of me. You know what I'm saying? And as my life began to change and I grew older, people started disappearing from the track. And I started to slow down my running. I was starting to not be able to see the finish line anymore. And all I could see was the seats, you know, how people sit in like the stands, were getting more and more full. And then it's like people want to come and watch the show, but they don't want to be a part of the process. That's how I see my life. And so now, no one's on the track. No one is on the track anymore. And it's God at the end of the finish line. And I can see him, but he's far. But I got to get there. And that is the only thing that's telling me, like, you have to keep going. Because when I think about why I don't want to go anymore, and how am I going to pick myself up if I fall? Because I've fallen and stumbled and busted my knees up and my elbows up and everything else 1,000,000 times, okay? I mean, to the point where I was running with twisted ankles, broken limbs. I mean, seriously, just limping and dragging along. And now, person that I thought, you know what I'm saying, came and picked me up. It was people who I was running the race against who stopped and said, let me help you. So these people got up, helped me move back in their lane and kept going forward. You know what I'm saying? That was what I was not expecting. I was expecting the people who had already ran the race, you know what I'm saying, who already knew what was coming up ahead and the twists and the turns to help me. And it was completely the opposite. It's the people who are going through it alongside of me who have stopped and been more concerned about me just getting up. Like, doesn't matter what happened, doesn't matter how you felt, just get up and let's just keep moving. So I wanted to be honest with you guys for a long time, but I was just too afraid to really be open like that. But yeah, that's what is on my mind. And so I was watching these. I'm going to link these 2 videos down below, okay? Because like I said, I've been really trying to focus on God in any way, you know what I'm saying? And I was on YouTube, and he was like, I'm on YouTube too. And I'm like, well, I can't trust what people say about you on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? People can put anything out there just to get views. Like, I'm not, I can't do it. I can't believe this. Like, this is junk. I don't even want to click on this. And I clicked on it anyway. And there was this video of this girl possessed by a demon. Now, I've heard about this type of stuff before, okay? And I was like, it can't be true. You know what I'm saying? Not that people can't be possessed, but just more, when I would think about it, I would think about it more like you would in a movie. You know what I'm saying? And like, I can't remember the name of that movie, but you know, the girl, her head twisted around and she was puking all that stuff out, and then they had the guy come with a little priest and like put the cross to her and then started to burn her and singe her and stuff like that, okay? This was nothing remotely close. I have never seen a person in this living world possessed. Okay, I have seen people with bad attitudes and bad lifestyle choices and just going down the wrong path. And I've heard my pastors and my spiritual leaders tell me that that's a spirit upon them. But I have never seen a fully possessed person in this world. A lot of the reasons why I haven't seen or dealt with a lot of things, because I specifically told Christ to keep it from me because I was too afraid. I specifically prayed that prayer, and I have removed that from my life today and asked him to show me things because I need to be more prepared for what is to come. Because one thing I don't want to do is I don't want Satan pulling me off, because he is such a manipulator that he can convince you of anything. All he got to do is dress it up the way you want it to be, and you'll get pulled off the path. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to happen. I think that's one of the reasons why it hasn't happened yet, because I pray for God to protect me from it. But there's only so much that he can protect me from, and then one day I'm going to see it. And I don't want that to be right before I die or even after I get in heaven, and then he convinces me to do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's the final decision. Like, I got to be prayed up. I have to have the knowledge. That's the only way. So, I'm watching this video, and he's showing me, like, how it is to have a real demon in you, and that there can be more. This girl had more than one, but there was one in particular that came out. They asked what the name of the demon was, all of that, and the demon was saying things. If you have to like really listen to it, because I didn't believe it at all. I was like, this is just some girl, and she's just yelling, and she's upset, and she could just be making any of this up. But as you listen, there are things that you wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't repeat back. You couldn't have the memory for unless you had experienced it. So I'm gonna link it down below. Y'all watch that. Let me know what you think. And then also I'm gonna link down below the second video that I watched after that. And I cried during both of these. You know what I'm saying? Because it really changed my heart. I have been one of those people all my life that, well, not all my life, but once I got saved, I started to think about the things that I was saying. But it didn't resonate with me as much as the things that I would do. You know what I mean? No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Once I got saved, I used to concentrate on what I would say and what I would do. Because I might think a thought, but I would not do it because I know that it would, if I died right after, I was going to hell. You know what I'm saying? It would convict me. So me and you might be in a fight. You might start cussing me out, and my thought process is to punch you in the face. I'm not going to do it, but I had the thought. You know what I'm saying? I might even tell you, I want to punch you right now, but I'm not going to do it. See, that's where I messed up. I thought that I was only going to get in trouble with God for the things that I say and for the things that I do. I never once considered my thoughts. I have let my thoughts run rampant, okay? Especially on this Chantex, my thoughts have gone back to things that they were before I got saved. That's how far I'm letting my mind go. You know what I'm saying? After seeing these two videos, I had to pull that back in. You know what I'm saying? I had to ask for forgiveness and for him to just touch me and change me, you know. And if a lot of my viewers aren't watching this video, well, I feel sorry for you, because you better get yourself together. Okay, like I was going to talk about in a few minutes, this new TV show on Bravo, I think it is. Side Chicks of Charlotte. Do y'all see where we living? I mean, I'm working at a job where men know I'm a woman. I was standing right out in the open at times. And they come in and go to the urinal and pull their penis out and pee in front of me. You know, we got women out here exploiting themselves and telling people that this is the best thing since sliced bread. They don't care about your marriage. They don't care about your boyfriend. They don't care about nothing. If your father is 65, they'll come in and sleep with him. You know what I'm saying? And then tell you like, yeah, you need to get you an old head. You know what I'm saying? You need to get you a sugar daddy. Like, everything is just going downhill fast. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Blasphemy. People, I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth and it's written, but people having sex with the same sex, and that's accepted. You know what I'm saying? Just straight out pure racism. You know what I'm saying? Not that stuff that we had before where it was like, I don't like you, but I'm not going to tell you type stuff. Just straight out racism. They don't care. You know what really scared me was years ago when they stopped having God in some schools. Because when I was in school, when I was in high school, and when I was in grade school, we had to raise our hand, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, pray before the church, before school started. We had to look at the flag, and it was inside, you know, how you did the little Pledge of Allegiance. It was in the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, I went to a Christian school from the time I was in preschool until I was in 8th grade. And then I went to a Catholic high school after that. And I turned down my chance to go to a Catholic college, which I wish I wouldn't have done. We have got to get ready. We got to get prepared. And there's just been some things on my life and people who have been doing things to me. And I've been so focused on the person and what happened to me, you know what I'm saying, that I felt like I'm never going to get over this. I'm so pissed. I'm not even dealing with that person no more. But you know what? All the beef that I told you about, people having a problem with me marrying him, I'm over that. My father not coming, I'm over that. my brother walking out of my life, I'm over that. It's just so petty when you think in comparison to what the rest of your life can be. You know what I'm saying? The video that I seen that was second was this woman talking about in her dreams, God came to her and showed her hell. You may not believe it, you don't have to believe it. But before you say it's not real, ask God to show you hell. If you don't even want God to show you hell, talk to somebody who's passed. Everybody got somebody who done died that they loved with their whole heart. Ask that person to come and show you hell. He'll send them. I don't know about you, but there's no way that I want to burn literally my flesh on fire with flames forever. Like, just imagine that. Imagine this. Who out there don't like their job? Okay, because if you don't, I'll tell you how you know if you don't like your job. If you don't like your job, you can't do your job for 12 hours a day. If you can do your job for 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, never a day off, then you're in love with your job. But if you can't do that, you don't like your job. Imagine if you had to do your job, not for just 12 hours a day, 24 hours a day, for the rest of your life, no time off at all, constant. And that's good hell. That's extremely nice hell. I can't. Just that little bit would kill me. No, honey. I'm trying to be up there in heaven where I can say I want blue hair today, and boom, I get blue hair. I want to be a cowgirl. Boom, I'm a cowgirl. You know, I want purple nails. I get purple nails. Okay? I don't want no stress, no strife, no arguing, no nothing. And all this BS down here on earth is just not worth it no more. It's not working for me. I'm already tired. So I have to separate myself from all of these things that try to pull me away from it. And there's so many different things that try to get underneath my skin and try to attack my mind and the things. You see, like, the devil knows you best. So he'll, knock at your door and tell you to do something that he won't tell me to do. And for me, it's anger. It's always anger. Somebody is picking on my niece because she cut off her phone. Her phone broke. There was no fixing it. There was no replacement. No, nothing like that. So she had to cut off the line, okay, and get a new phone. And this person who supposedly loves her, you know what I'm saying, is picking on her and putting it on Facebook and calling her every name in the book. And not only this person, there's a whole posse, okay? Because where one is that's miserable, there is another. Where one is happy, there is another. Birds of a feather flock together, okay? So whatever you have, you attract. I, yesterday, would have got on Facebook and gotten into a war. Today, I'm not going to do it. Because I don't want to have to repent for something that I had no business doing in the first place. You know what scares me the most is knowing that something is a sin and then doing it anyway. That's what scares me the most. That's why when I used to say I'm not going to, I would be arguing with somebody and then I would just stop. And they would be like, why you ain't saying nothing? Because I'm thinking that I shouldn't say what I want, what was in my head. So I'm stopping myself and trying to get a new thought before I say it. But now I have to stop my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? The only way to stop your thoughts is just to rearrange your whole life. I got to just move shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? I can't be around people who I care about who can press my buttons like that. So my father, we have to change our relationship. And that hurts me. But I got to think about getting to the gate. You know what I'm saying? I can't think about crying over this and being angry over that and why ain't this way and why ain't you doing this way and why are you telling me that I'm this and I'm that? I can't do it anymore. You're not worth the rest of my life, because it's a proven fact that when you die you live again. That's a proven fact. I'm not doing it. No, not gonna do it. So, today, my supervisor texted me and said, I just want to congratulate you on graduating. Somebody told me they saw you, and I wanted to say congratulations. Now, I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't know what to do or you don't know what to say, it's best not to do nothing at all. So I didn't say or do anything. Because the thought in my mind, y'all already know. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I'm still going to do that. The thought in my mind was to cuss her. To dog her out. To check her in a text message right back. Because I know for a fact that I told this woman several times that I was graduating and when. All my other supervisors had said something to me and congratulated me. Why weren't you doing that? I do not trust this woman. I feel like she puts on this face. I feel like she puts on this cloak. It just, everything inside of me says that. And it said it since the day I met her. And now it's even stronger. Because I turned away from that. I turned away from that feeling. And did something different, like try to look at her differently. When God tells you who people are, you don't have to be strong in Christ. You already have that in you. He tells you what direction to go, what direction not to go, when to speak, when not to speak. He tells you. You're just not paying attention. So everybody thinks I have this gift where, and I don't have no gift. I'm no different than you. You just not tuned in. But I know when he's telling me, don't be fooling with this person. He don't have to tell me why. Because see, that's how I learned this lesson again. Because I was like, well, what's wrong with her? So-and-so said that I should, but no, forget what so-and-so said. That's their lesson. That's what they supposed to be doing. Maybe their relationship will be different. It ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's life path is everybody's life path. Mine is not yours. So, girl, I just can't do it no more. And if I'm not supposed to be around you, I'm not going to be around you. And there's another special person in my life that I love so much. But I can't. There have to be changes greater than me that make that happen. And it ain't even that person. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on and on about people that I can't be around. That I have literally been drawn away from. Now, I didn't have to leave and do the exit all dramatic like I did. That I regret. But what's done is done. I did leave when he told me to leave. Because me in my heart, I'm such a forgiving and patient person. I want to just, not face it, move on. I want everything to be just smooth all the time. That's just the person that I am. But it's not. So, I'm glad, I'm grateful that this has now happened. Because I have been woken up, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just about fake people. Like somebody wanted me to make a video on fake people. Okay, I'll tell you about fake people. Listen to your gut. When something is being spoken to you by God, it's in your heart. And even more than that, it's in your gut. Everybody has that sixth sense. That's that feeling that you just can't describe, that you don't know where it came from, but it's strong. That feeling that says, shut that door. And then you don't, and somebody come through it that you don't like. It don't have to be even nothing dramatic. It could be like, take the scenic route to work. And then you do, and you get to work and you hear about an accident that you could have lost your life in. It doesn't have to be something seriously big. It could be something super small. Listen to your gut. You will know when somebody is being fake or when somebody is being real. And it doesn't matter why. Stop investigating why, because that's what's going to get you in a whole lot of BS and a whole lot of trouble that you don't even know how you got into. Okay? Keep your fingers out the cookie pot. All right? Worry about what you're supposed to be doing and when you're supposed to be doing it. And stop thinking about what you don't want. Stop thinking about what you don't want, what's already happened, how it happened, why it happened, who was involved. Like, no one cares. Focus on what you do want. That has been my whole focus for the last 2 weeks. What is it that I want? And I get distracted. Oh, definitely I've been distracted. But I had to tell myself, like, I want this, I want that. And then when I think about the thing that I want, I imagine it happening, and then I just move on. Get a whole new thought. Girl, it's a million things that I want a day, okay? And I mean, from blushes to lipsticks to trips to people in my life to changes in my body to changes in my mind. I could just keep going. There is more things to think about that are good than are negative. So I just wanted to tell y'all what was on my mind. I don't know if I'm helping anybody today. I don't feel that I'm a teacher. I've always been told that, like, I'm a teacher and I'm going to help somebody. I don't know nothing about that. All I'm doing is just speaking what I felt that I needed to say. Because I felt like if I didn't say it, I wasn't going to be being honest with y'all. And something was going to be sitting in there nagging at me. So I said to let you know. I'm going to link both videos down below so that you can go and watch those if you would like to. But yeah. Don't get distracted by this world, because there is so much calamity, money, sex. Just let me put it in a simpler way. There is so much crap to buy and to do. And 97% of that crap has nothing to do with your soul and your heart. So fix yourself. I'm not even going to say get you some guy. I'm going to tell you the truth. Fix yourself. Because when you get sick, and everybody does, I don't care if you got sick because you got in a car accident and now your lung is collapsed and you can't breathe. Or you get sick because you got cancer. Or you get sick because you're 99 or 110 and your body is just, it can't keep beating. When you are on the bed with your last breath, what if it's too late? You know what I'm saying? To try to fix everything. And on top of that, if you never really had fun and enjoyed your life because you were so worried about fake people and stupid jobs and what's going on, and stop watching the news. You know what I'm saying? That will kill you alone. It's good to be informed, but honey, if it's something you need to know, it will come out some other way. It will come and find you. I don't watch the news. The news is depressing as hell, okay? I try to watch things that will keep my mind just either focused on what I needed to be focused on or distracted from what I'm not trying to be thinking about. So I say that's just my, all of this is just my opinion. You can take it or leave it, but that would be what I would say. Don't watch the news because it's just too much going on. It really is. So I don't know what else to say, you guys. I don't know where else to go with this. I know that y'all wanted a really funny Trash Talk Tuesday, but I just had to tell y'all the real deal. It is funny that the funniness to me is us. We're the fucking joke. I mean, like, seriously, I think that
the way we live is hilarious. What are we doing? I mean, I was thinking about that all day today when I was at work. Like, these contractors have come in. These just general, regular people like me and you who signed up to do this work because it makes a lot of money. Okay, basically, that's the truth of it. Some of them love it, and some of them just wanted the cash to help their family. And in 2.5 months, these men have tore down this entire half of the building and rebuilt it. It's fully functional. There are machines everywhere. Machines that carry 4,000-pound cars. You know what I'm saying? They put all the parts in the car. And the computers are doing it, so these men knew how to put the computers together to make these machines build these cars. It's amazing. But what is so funny is that these men, because mostly men, there's some women too, but they think they did it. What the fuck did you do? You didn't wake up this morning. Okay, you're not breathing on your own. You can't blink on your own. You can't even tell your body that you want a dookie. I mean, let's just be for real. You can't do anything. And you really want me to believe that out of a pillar of smoke or ash or some fucking dinosaur, that's how the hell I got here, and that's how come you keep waking up? Because of a dinosaur? Are people high? What drug is going around? You know what I'm saying? What are you sipping on? I mean, I just have never even heard of what is making people so high and in the clouds. It just blows my mind. And then there are the people who know that the things that they do and they say and how they live that they will actually have to talk to God about every single day, every single word, every single action. They know it, they live it, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell other people about it. They'll admit to it when you bring it up to them, and they'll continue to keep on going. I mean, I'll be like, that's not bad. You have to be high as hell. You have to be high to know that and make those choices. You have to be out of of your mind. Because there is no way possible that you are in control of anything. Do you know how many breaths in a minute your body takes? Do you know how many beats your heart has in 1 minute? Do you know how many times you blink in 1 minute? Do you know how many processes are going on in your stomach to digest the food that you ate 4 hours ago? Do you know anything about real life? Do you know what it takes to make one leaf grow on a tree? Or how we need the ants to be there, even though everybody's out there trying to kill them because they're in their house? Or how about those spiders? I mean, people, look, wake up. I'm just saying, you can't take credit for nothing. You better not take credit for nothing. If you mess up, you need to say sorry. You need to really get yourself in line, because it is not you who is running this show. And I pray right now, the God shows you who is in charge. See, it's an ant right there. It's an ant right on my windowsill. There has been a lot of ants in this room. I'm going to pray real hard because I'm going to kill that one. I am Lord, because I don't want him in here biting me. That's a big black ant. I'm sorry, Jesus. Hold on, girl, because, I have got to spray. I'm not lazy behind. See, now I can't stop looking. Oh, okay. I got to take these lashes off, so.
We're going to end this video. It's long as hell. I don't know how long it's going to be when I upload it, but I hope you just enjoyed the video, period. Like, I don't know what I expect y'all to get out of it. I just hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, if you wanted me to show you my do-it-yourself projects, I have no problem with doing that. I made signs. I have made centerpieces. I am going to make a cake stand. I've done all this on my own. Yeah. And my shoes got messed up. I'm going to fix those myself too. So, yeah, I don't know, you guys. I just really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you stick around and see some more of my videos. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. What do y'all think about that new show though? For real, Side Chicks of Charlotte. What do y'all think about that? Because I just think that is just so, I don't have nothing positive to say about that. I mean, you're really going to be out here tearing apart people's families and then showing your face on TV and showing these women who you are? I would be very enraged, you know what I'm saying? I would be fighting for my family. I would go get a judge. I would take him to court, take her to court, and everything that's on this TV show would be a confession of what you have done. There are states that you cannot commit adultery and not lose everything. It don't matter if you have a prenup or not. There are states in which this is a full-on crime against marriage. And that is exactly how they uphold it. Girl, I can't wait to move to one of them states. Okay. I'm just saying. That is against God in every way. And that's another, there are people who, it's just a section in hell for adulterers. Like, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Girls, all type of stuff in the book. Whew. This stuff got me really scared. You know what I'm saying? Because there are things that, I know I shouldn't be doing, but damn, it's a whole section of just for adulterers. Who knows what the devil got them doing every day, all day, forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, whew. And then they're so proud. That's a whole nother thing in itself. They're so proud of it. You know what I'm saying? They're putting this man on display. Like, are they going to bring the men on there? Are the men going to be like, yeah, this my side girl and this my main girl? I like that like a family. Is this like the polygamous people? Like, I don't know what to think about it. But it's nasty. It's nasty. I mean, think about your for JJ, and you don't share it with nobody, and now you sharing it with another woman, and whoever she was with, or maybe she got more than one, that she a side chick for. I'm just saying, girl, it's all types of stuff in my head when I see this show. And then Bravo is going to show that on TV and tell people, what are these young teenagers and kids and stuff going to think when they see that? And their parents are walking in, seeing them watching it. You know what I'm saying? What if they go over to their friend's house and watch it because it's drama and everybody wants to see drama, honey. Like, all day long, every day. That's all people want is fucking drama. So now you watching this mess. You know what I'm saying? And you're living your life in that way. Like, that is just so messed up and sad. My phone is going off. It's please let me know. Drop your links down below what you think about this new movie, honey. Because I got one word. Trifling. And I am gonna find a way to tell Bravo, do not air this on your channel. Don't, cause I just have to take a stand and just not watch nothing on Bravo no more, and that would suck. But dang, it's too much. It's way too much. Hopefully, it's just a scam and it's never gonna come out. But I heard that they had already created the show and it's coming. So, all right, talk to y'all next time. See you, love you. Deuces.